Al Little Drummer Boy here in 1970, and I'm doing an album review today of another drummer boy, Dennis Wilson, the Beach Boys drummer. He was born December 4th, 1944 in Hawthorne, California, 2 miles from Redondo and Manhattan beaches. And Dennis was the surfer boy. He was the only beach boy that actually surfed. He was the real beach boy. The whole surfer beach boy genre that the Beach Boys played was because of Dennis. Although his brother Brian composed the music, Dennis was the genesis for the Beach Boys sound, name, everything. Actually the Beach Boys are to California rock what the Beatles were to British rock. They were the genesis, the first, the supergroup, the kickoff. And Dennis, he had blonde hair when he was younger, and he was where the California surfer dude, rock star, blonde-headed rock star came from. It was Dennis Wilson, and he had quite a life. He lived the music the Beach Boys sang about. He surfed. He raced his Corvette Stingray. He partied hard. He was in the Manson family for a little while, but I also believe he was a Christian. In three different songs on this album, his solo album, he professes Christ, and he was the first Beach Boy to do a solo album, which kind of shocked everyone because he was considered the least talented. Really, he was the drummer, and was always kind of overshadowed by Brian and Carl, his brothers, but he came out with the first solo album. And it's really good. It's kind of like 1970s, and of course, as you can see, this was the hippie era. It's 1970s classic rock, soft rock music, and he really showcases not only his drumming talent on this album, but he showcases his piano talent. He was actually a better pianist than he was a drummer. He played beautiful, beautiful piano music, and so anyway. This is the cover, and it's a very rare album too. If you ever get a chance to get this on vinyl, pick it up. It's very rare. I found this one at a record store on Hillsborough Street in Raleigh in 1991, right across the street from NC State University. I don't know if I can get it open. All right. You see, here he is on his Ship to Harmony. And there's his boys, Michael and Carl B., named after his brother. Actually, Carl B., that's Michael and Carl B. Dennis's middle name was Carl, although his brother's name was also Carl. They're around my age. They were born around 1970, 71. I was born in 70. There's Dennis playing his Vista Light. I think they're called Vista Light drums. A see-through drum set. Very cool. Here he is on the hillside overlooking the Pacific. Reminds me of Mount Soledad in San Diego, where there's a big memorial cross. And you can just stand up there on the mountain, 900 feet directly above sea level, and look down at the beach and the ocean. It's just gorgeous. And there's another picture of him on a height above the Pacific. And here he is playing the keyboards. During the 70s, his trademark was wearing overalls with no shirt. And it looked very cool on him during the hippie era. And there he is on the beach. And under the pier, maybe Santa Monica Pier, I'm not sure. And it's a really good album. It had no great commercial success. It didn't have any singles on it or anything like that. But it's a quality album, and some of the songs I just really love on here. When I first heard it, I'm like, it's nothing like the Beach Boys music, and it took a while for it to grow on me, but now I know every single lyric on it. And let me pull out the songs. He had the Double Rock Baptist Choir, a black gospel group, to sing on it. River Song is we just heard River Song. What's Wrong is what we're hearing now. It's a good song. Moonshine is a love song. It's a ballad, and kind of mixes in, Dennis loved to drink, and that's how he died, drinking and swimming. He drowned. But Friday Night, that's a really cool song, just about going out, riding his Harley, and hanging out, Dreamer's a good song. I love this line right here. I know a carpenter who had a dream, killed the man, but you couldn't kill the dream. Of course, he's talking about Jesus there. Thoughts of You is a love song. He was Dennis, like a lot of us, he had his addictions and his demons, but he was a very sentimental, to be the wild person he was also kind of like Jimmy Buffett. He's a very sentimental guy. Somebody asked him, how can you play that trash and how can you play that really sentimental stuff? And he's like, well, sometimes I'm a really sentimental guy and sometimes I'm a really trashy guy. And I think Dennis was a lot of the same way. People that know him say he would just give you the shirt off his back. But of course, the addiction was his downfall. And sadly, unlike his brother, Brian, Dennis didn't get help in time. End of the show. That's the last song. Pacific Ocean Blues is an environmental song about pollution and the killing of the otter, and it's kind of a saving the whales kind of song. It's a cool song. Farewell My Friend, beautiful song, and they played this at his funeral. President Reagan, who was a friend of the Beach Boys, gave them permission to bury Dennis at sea, which pissed off a lot of veterans, rightfully so. They were like, a rock drummer's getting burial at sea, that should be only for sailors, heroic Navy sailors. But anyway, they played Farewell My Friend at his funeral. Rainbows, that's a beautiful song. And anyway, yeah, Dennis Wilson, Pacific Ocean Blue from 1977. Get it on vinyl if you can, but it's not cheap. I think it's going for about $50. But if not, it's also on CD now, and of course you can hear it on YouTube. All right, y'all have a blessed day. Like, subscribe, and share if you like my content. Thank you.